Namaste and welcome to Sonali Joshi's astrology channel. In this video, we're going to talk about the conjunction of Venus, Mars, and Mercury in the natal horoscope. This conjunction can happen in any house or any sign, but understand what this conjunction means. Whenever we have a three-planet conjunction, definitely it says about pending karma. Venus has a directional strength in the 7th house as well as 4th house. It has Digbala there. Mars has rulership of 1 and 8 and it becomes Digbala in the 10th house. Mercury is about 3rd and 6th houses. So wherever Mercury goes, there will be curiosity, logical thinking, and there is bound to have some arguments or some kind of fights. Mars is anyway action-oriented planet. It doesn't consider right, wrong, legal, illegal. So that is why this conjunction is a little bit difficult to handle, because you will see people with this conjunction, they just jump onto either argumentation or actually picking up fights. And Venus is about your joy, the place where you will have to work hard to get that joy or seek that balance. It is about deals, happinesses through relationships and in terms of material pleasures. This conjunction shows somebody is bound to take actual efforts in earning what they are looking for, or they have done something wrong in the past in earning those things, and in this life they will have to make up for that. There will be, depending on the placement in the horoscope, one planet will have a say. For example, in 7th house this conjunction is there, Venus will have more say. If it is in the 4th house, Venus will again have more say. On the other hand, in 3rd and 6th house, Mercury will become stronger. In the 10th house, Mars will become stronger. In the 1st house, you will notice Mars will still be little stronger because it's the original 1st and 8th. In the 2nd house, Venus will have a say. In 9th house, you will notice, depending on the conjunction and aspects, maybe Mars will have better understanding. But people are going to take a step, take action, or pick a fight for what they are looking for, and they may not think about what is right and wrong in doing so, and that is where the issue comes. These people unknowingly will create trouble for other people, trouble for relationships, and trouble for their teammates and siblings, because they are so much strong and focused on what they want in life, and hence it is necessary to do the remedy for a planet depending on the placement. But I am going to share a video where you can do this remedy and will help you this conjunction to get better results for you in terms of mental peace, happiness around you. If you are watching this video and you have conjunction of Venus, Mars and Mercury in the 12th house, irrespective of the sign, if this conjunction happens in the 12th house, here is the remedy for you. Donate beddings, bed or sleep related aids to any elderly home. Donate similar things to somebody who comes and cleans your house, cleans the patio or the garden. You can also donate some medicines to the hospitals. Now here this conjunction in the 1st house. If you have Venus, Mars and Mercury conjunction in the 1st house, then here is your remedy. Donate to anybody who has physical issues, physical handicap, any disability, and hence they cannot walk or they cannot do their day-to-day functions. Anybody who has retired from army, navy or armed forces of your country due to the injury. So donate to the veterans medical hospital, veterans non-profit organizations. Donate to anybody who has physical disability. If you see somebody who is limping, who needs assistance for artificial food or anything like that which will make them their life better, they'll be able to have a good night's sleep, donate to such organizations. This will help you long way. Also, if you have deceived your partner, you have done anything wrong in terms of relationships or money, it is time to correct it. It's never late to correct the mistakes. If you have conjunction of Mars, Venus, Mercury in the 2nd house of your natal horoscope, irrespective of the sign, irrespective of your ascendant, you have to do these things. This is your remedy. Donate food, donate water and donate money to anybody who is trying to clean the places like hotels, restaurants, even your home, and anybody who is trying to earn by means of food and food related supplies. You can also walk into the nearby shop. Usually, if you have an apartment or a home, on the ground floor there are shops. You will see people who clean those shops, people who work there, but they are not the owners. You can always donate to them, talk to them, nicely connect to their emotions, and make sure you are not lying. No lie is the biggest remedy for this, because when Mercury comes there and Mars comes there with Venus, people usually lie. Usually these are not the planets when people will doubt that you are lying. Rahu or Moon, they are usually show the tendencies of lying. But understand, Mars is very competitive, and with Mercury combined, these people can always put up a different front. So do not lie and donate the way I mentioned. This will go a long way. If you do not have such shops nearby, you can always donate to the food pantry or food bank, which supplies food to people who are under the poverty line. Now, if you have this conjunction of Mars, Mercury and Venus in the third house, irrespective of the sign, irrespective of your ascendant, here is your remedy. Your pending karma for this conjunction in the third house is making sure that you treat everybody equally. Whether you are dealing with women or men or people who are transgender, you are treating them with respect. Treat everybody equally. This is the pending karma. And as far as donations go, you should donate to any vendor who sells furniture, chair, or even you can donate to somebody, some organization who is supplying the benches in the parks or gardens. Anybody who is going to create place to sit down in a public place, donate to such organizations. If you see somebody on a bus stop, just give them a cup of tea or coffee. This will always help you, and do this remedy every Wednesday. If someone has Venus, Mars and Mercury conjunction in the fourth house is about caretakers, primary education and your security. That means this person doesn't feel secure from within. There are some situations, there are some events that must have happened or will happen that takes away the security from this person or takes away the faith in the primary caretakers. Maybe they are overthinking, maybe they are not enough protective from the perspective of this native, and hence the remedy for this conjunction in the fourth house is help people get peace of mind. Take care of your mother, take care of your immediate siblings, and also help your neighbors, because in the fourth house Venus does really well. It is about the equality in the relationships. So if you have two siblings, treat them equally. If your house is in between two neighbors, treat both neighbors equally. If you are working in a group, make sure you pay equal attention to all the members in the group. If you are working in the army, navy, or anything that protects boundary, this is a great conjunction to have. And that is the remedy. Take care of your mother, take care of immediate siblings and teammates, and donate to the army, navy, or the protective systems of your country. Anybody who protects the boundary of the country, donate to that organization. And never break the trust of the people who trust you, because faith system is important. Faith system gives us peace of mind. These people will make some experiments related to cultural events, or they will try to mingle with people from different cultural background, but this is about the growth that they are going through, and there is nothing wrong about that. This is usually a placement where people can be strong in patriotism. They like their country, they love the place that they reside in. However, it may show some strong karma depending on the other conjunctions, aspects and mahadasha. If you have conjunction of Venus, Mars and Mercury in the fifth house, then this position shows you will have competition related to working with kids, your creativity. Also, it also shows your abilities of analyzing, thinking about various creative options. This also shows your relationships will be driven by ego, and hence the best remedy, if you have conjunction in the fifth house for Mars, Mercury and Venus, then you should donate education supplies. You can donate books, reading materials. You can support somebody's education. Typically for young girls you can do that, and you should also support somebody who is trying to go ahead in competition in sports. So if you work with a sports club, if you have any kind of association that works with kids from the underprivileged society and they are helping them to learn various skills, donate sports related supplies, donate books, education supplies to such non-profits. You can also donate food items to anybody who is a doorkeeper, gatekeeper of a theater or a drama or play home or at a school. If it is like a high school, definitely donate something like a food item, tea and coffee to people who take care of it, who take care of cleaning, security and organizing the events there. This is a pending karma. And also when dealing with your own kids, you have to show that you treat them equally. Whether you have a son or daughter, you need to be equal in dealing with them. Because whenever there is Mars, there is competition, there is that urge to show who is better. But if you are a parent or you are a teacher, coach, make sure you treat all the kids in your class the same way. Whether they are good at something or whether they are lagging in learning, you have to be impartial. And this is the best remedy. If you have conjunction of Mars, Venus and Mercury in the sixth house, then this shows you have pending karma about supporting boys and girls and transgender people who are dealing with any kind of material wealth related issues, health issues or problems in their relationships. This is your pending karma. And the best remedy to do this, you can donate to hospitals, donate to any food banks, donate free medications to the hostels or the housing places where people who need more support live. And I would always suggest donate food. Food and water is the best form of donation for anybody because you are supporting their basic needs. You can also help somebody get a loan or contribute some amount if you can to their process of buying their home. Typically, if they are working for you, you own a business and somebody who works for you needs money to build a home, to marry their daughter, this is a good way of contributing. Contribute on a regular basis and this will go long way. If you have conjunction of Mars, Venus and Mercury in the seventh house, you have pending karma about not being too competitive or egoistic in your own relationships, whether it is a marriage relationship or it is about your business partnership. You have to treat people equally. Look for healthy relationships. Look for the relationships that are legal, contract bound. Because this is a placement, if you are in a live-in relationship without a contract, this will show some kind of abuse. There is a chance. Obviously, the conjunctions and aspects on this 3-planet conjunction will matter. The time frame that you are running will also matter. But there is a chance when there is Venus and Mars, this shows some kind of abuse. This shows some kind of getting into some kind of promiscuous behavior related to sexual activity, and hence you should be careful and make sure you're taking all the precaution when entering any relationship. And since this is connected to 7th and 8th house from your horoscope, depending on the sign it is likely that these people with 6th, 7th and 8th house placement of Mars, Venus, Mercury and even 12th house, they may show behaviors like they are not choosy about their partner. So they may have marriage in one way and they will have another partner out of the marriage. There is always a chance, depending on the actual natal horoscope, astrologer will be able to tell you more. But if you know and you are aware of such thing about yourself, then make sure you are not deceiving your partner. Nowadays society has changed. There are people who are ready to have open relationships, and you should think about such options. Do not deceive your partner. Do not enter into anything that is illegal, because in that case you are abusing your Venus, and this will definitely hamper your chances of receiving good medical treatment later in life, because Mars and Venus, they usually together deal with medical treatments. Mars deals with some kind of surgeries and any work that you do with blood. So if you want to make sure that you are having good medical service provided to you, this is a pending karma of this conjunction in typically 7th and 8th house. Also, no gossip about other people's relationships. There is a human tendency that you are always curious about what is happening in the neighbor's house or somebody else's house or somebody else's bedroom, typically if they are known in the community or a celebrity. Avoid even reading those gossip columns or doing gossip about someone when they are not present. If you have not told these things to them, do not discuss such things behind their back. You may be doing it unknowingly or sometimes deliberately, but avoid it. If this conjunction of Mars, Venus and Mercury happens in the 8th house, you have pending karma towards endings, sudden endings, some kind of addictions, some kind of maintaining secrecy about something. You could be a good researcher, you can work in a company, or your work may require you to hold on to some secrets. Make sure you follow the legal things. Whatever document you sign, you follow those things. 8th house is also about other people's money or unearned wealth. So you could be working in a startup and that it becomes public. It shows you may get a lot of returns due to that. However, make sure you are not deceiving anybody or you are not having alternate family or alternate relationships other than your main open marriage relationship. Because whenever things are related to 8th house, there is always a chance, and the best remedy is to help your in-laws, help the people who are abused in terms of relationships, maybe due to addictions, due to cheating in marriages. Help all those people. And 8th house also deals with prostitution and all the places where there is a lot of abuse. Make sure you can help such people. You can donate food, you can donate any necessary items that are needed there. 8th house typically deals with situations which are secret, which are not disclosed openly. So you will be entering into such many secret communications. So it's very likely you are working as a coach, doctor, any private practitioner, consultant, or even a researcher where your work requires you not to share information publicly. Please honor that and follow it. It is necessary. It is a pending karma, and do it. Donations will always help, but at the same time, having good morals will go long way. If you have conjunction of Mars, Venus and Mercury in the 9th house of horoscope, that means your principles, your religion, or your ability to do right things will be always questioned, and you will have a lot of competition for that. You will always feel somebody else is taking the right decision, somebody else gets good mentors, someone else is getting all the right guidance, help, support, publications, or even acknowledgement for whatever they are doing. Even if you feel that you are not getting your dues, do not take any illegal means to do that. Don't be rude to your mentors or teachers or anybody who has helped you learn something, grow in life. And if you are a religious person, it is a good idea to donate and help religious places. And the best dharma is to do good towards humanity. So help human beings, help all the, if you are a grandparent, shower love, care, and support your grandkids as much as you can. Also, you can always support all the kids in the neighborhood. You can teach them, you can mentor them, and make sure you are not choosing sides when it comes to who is good. You need to be impartial. This conjunction requires you to treat everybody equally, irrespective of how good they are or if they are lacking in some skills. The conjunction of Mars, Venus, Mercury in the 10th house. That means at workplace, there will be always competition, gossip, politics, and people are trying to go ahead of you by using wrong means. Because Mars is exalted here, so Mars only knows taking action. Whatever the sign and the other connections will show in the horoscope, people will try to do those things without considering about whether it is right or wrong. And hence, you will notice the competition is such that you cannot even keep up with it. You may have to overwork, you may have to work without taking money, you may have to work sometimes endlessly dealing with paperwork, minute details, and people may not acknowledge it because there is somebody who is gossiping, somebody is doing all the office politics to go ahead of you. And this may be normal thing, this may be even highlighted depending on the mahadasha you are going. You will definitely notice the effect during the mahadasha, antardasha of Venus, Mars and Mercury for sure. But other than also in these dasha and antardashas, you will see that prominent effect. Another caution here, when you are dealing with opposite sex at workplace, respect them, follow healthy boundaries, and make sure you are not using the language the wrong way, because there is a likelihood that these people can come under the scrutiny for sexual harassment and abusing someone at workplace. The pending karma for this is support people and report cases if you see around. Do not try to cover those things. Whatever wrongdoings are done need to be reported. Do not think about what I will miss or I will not get if I do this. And the best remedy is help people get jobs, help irrespective of their gender, help them get back into the workplace, and if they need any services like resume writing, interviewing related help, mock interviews, or giving recommendations, do it. This is your pending karma. Helping people rise at the workplace and helping people get jobs is the pending karma for this conjunction. And for that, you may be in a profession like coaching, teaching, or actual sports related mentorship, or you may be working in a manufacturing plant where cosmetics are manufactured, medicines or food items are manufactured. But the pending karma stays the same. Treat people equally irrespective of their abilities and skills and their sexual orientation. If you have Mars, Venus and Mercury conjunction in the 11th house, you are dealing with social networking or bigger network systems which allow you to take a profit share. This is a great placement for somebody working related to fintech, finance related, IT, SAP, or even accounting. You may be the owner of your own accounting firm, you may be a CA, CPA, or your job is to do audits for other companies. You may work in investment banking with this placement, but you will have to see some kind of abuse at work, and hence you may sometimes go through it, or depending on the position and age and other planets in the horoscope, you may be doing it yourself. This is about testing of the morals. Make sure you're on the right side for that and take all the support to help people who are going through bad times. Again, the remedy stays the same. You can help religious institutions, you can help people learn new skills so that they can be promoted, they can be advanced in terms of the hierarchy. Usually Capricorn, 10th house is about the vertical hierarchy and Aquarius is about the horizontal networking. So it may be whenever there is a peer review, make sure you are doing it the right way. Don't try to play any office politics, and if somebody has done the job well, appreciate it, put it that way when you review their paperwork. Peer reviews is the place where you will be tested for your ethics and morals. So be honest. Instead of, I would suggest, over criticizing or blaming someone, share the credit. This will go long way. This is in a way rewarding them. Remember, in Aquarius, the nakshatras are Purvabhadra, Dhanishta and Shatabhisha, out of which Shatabhisha and Dhanishta will always show a person who deserves more, but they are not getting their dues. And you will see with a Purvabhadra person, there is that suppressed anger and something hiding, and you will be able to notice it. These are the people who would be doing a day job, and at night or on the weekend they will have alternate careers. So you will find many people with this placement who are doing certain things which may not be right for their workplace. And if you do cross a line or you break some law or rule, there is a likelihood that you will be caught depending on the dasha and antardasha. The pending karma says appreciate people and say good things about it and give the credit where it is due. Any kind of cheating in profit sharing doesn't help here. With this conjunction, definitely not. Now let us see in general what can happen. With this conjunction, you will notice people who are in competition, who have fear of missing out, who always feel they are being cheated or somebody is not giving them due credit, and hence they will try to snatch things from others. And in summary, people have lost their good night's sleep. So donation of anything that will help them have a good night's sleep will help. Supporting them emotionally will help, and giving due credit and share will always help. And in summary, treat both genders, all people equally. Whether you are a man, woman or a transgender person who works with you, treat them equally. For more such conjunctions, follow this channel, and I'm going to make more videos in a way that you need not know all the details of astrology, because not every person is supposed to know everything in all subjects. But still, this channel will give you guidelines based on what you can do for any planet conjunction that is happening. And in summary, for this planet conjunction is give the credit where it is due and treat everybody equally, whether they are highly skilled or whether they lack something. Help them. Keep watching these videos and thank you for your support. Namaste, thank you, Shubhamastu. We are going to take information about one important conjunction that is happening right now, and that is conjunction between planet Venus, Mars and Mercury conjunct in the sign of Pisces. We'll see this conjunction in the sign of Pisces, and in general we'll talk about what one can expect from this conjunction in any house and any sign. So this video is for all ascendants, all signs, and this shows how they are going to analyze things, how their marriage partnerships or business partnerships are going to be, what is their way of keeping secrets, and how they are going to find solutions to their issues. Now, those of you who are new to astrology, Venus is about all the joy, happiness and pleasures. Mercury is about pairing. Mercury is about analyzing. Mercury is about complaints as well as sometimes gossip. Mars is about competition. It is about your sexual acts, the actions that you take. It is about beginning and endings. And all these planets, when they come together, people are trying to discuss some things in privacy. They are trying to get over their issues by making some negotiations. They are competitive in terms of relationships, in terms of acquiring the partnership, and that also brings in various issues, right? Cheating in marriage, cheating in partnership, trying to get into a relationship which is not legal or which is not moral and ethical, because in the sign of Pisces people are usually trusting each other, and when you have a blind faith, blind trust, there is always a chance that somebody can deceive you. But this is how the relationships work. Venus is exalted in the sign of Pisces because Venus expects you to have full trust in your partner. It is about the deal, it is about the contract that you have signed. And Mercury is always about curiosity. It is about finding, is there anything else I can get? It is about analysis. It is about the process that people are usually curious about. So you will notice a pattern. There are movies, there are books, there are YouTube videos or viral videos. They have a common theme about how you can get the best partner. Do you think your partner is cheating on you? Do you think somebody is misusing your money? Is there any wrong use of money from the donations? And at the same time, people are coming up with various issues of how do you find peace of mind? How do you get a good night's sleep? Because earning money, trying to keep family secrets, trying to work with the issues that are very close to heart, issues that we cannot discuss in public, they are increasing more and more, and people are looking for ways to find anything that will calm them, anything that will make them get the emotional connection, anything that will make them feel valued in the relationship. And in addition, right now Rahu is also in Pisces, so it is on the level of illusion, delusion and some kind of hiding of the information or misprojection of the information. This conjunction usually happens every month in some other sign, and in that house, in that sign, it shows competitiveness, it shows some secrecy, it shows some activities that you try to do without sharing it fully with your partner. And if you are watching this video and you have this conjunction of Venus, Mars and Mercury in your natal horoscope, you have experienced this for sure. Whenever this conjunction happens in any sign, you will notice for that sign, the signification gives you a feeling of you are competing with so many people for the outcome. You cannot trust fully your partner. You always feel your partner or your teammates are hiding something from you. And this is the feeling that makes you seek alternatives. Mars and Venus is about finding alternatives. Mercury and Venus is about finding variations. And when Mars comes there, people actually can take that action, because Mercury usually works on the mind level. It works about thinking, analyzing. Mercury usually works about just thinking about it, analyzing about it. But when Mars comes there, people actually can take that action because they feel that pressure, they feel that urge to take the next step.